2, 1, go.
Good morning, Hawks. Today is Friday, August 29th, 2025. My name is Susan.
And my name is Violet.
Today is the 5th day of the 6th week of school.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may now be seated. For today's announcements, we will first look at our attendance.
The attendance for yesterday was 6th grade, 96.10%. 7th grade, 95.45%. 8th grade, 97.31%. Total attendance for yesterday was 96.29%. Congratulations for reaching 96%, Hawks.
The lunch menu for today is crispy beef flautas, a grilled cheese, a spicy chicken sandwich, a tossed salad, a pepperoni pizza, and a cheese pizza.
For our clubs and sports section, we have the following announcements.
Good morning, Hawks. The library will be open on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for first lunch and only Friday for second lunch. Some people like 7th and 8th graders will be going to the library this week. See you soon.
Hawks, remember no school on Monday of September 1st.
Next, let's take a look at our Spanish tradition that Ms. Ramirez's class participated in.
At Horizon Middle School, our Spanish students celebrated a very fun tradition, La Tomatina. Every
Show me
year
your
in Buñol,
tomate.
Spain, thousands of people gather in the
Enséñame el
streets to throw
tomate.
tomatoes at each other in one of the world's most colorful festivals. We recreated this experience in a
3,
safe and exciting way. Instead of tomatoes, our students
2,
threw water balloons, sharing laughter, teamwork, and
Go!
unforgettable memories. Spanish class is not just about learning vocabulary or grammar. It's about living the culture and exploring traditions that make the Spanish-speaking world so unique. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the Tomatillo Festival attracts more than 20,000 people every summer, and over 100 tons of tomatoes are thrown in just one single hour? That's a lot of fun, and a lot of tomatoes. At Horizon Middle School, we learn together, we celebrate culture, and we live
It is important to always be in dress code on a daily basis. You must be wearing a solid black, gray, or white polo shirt and approved pants or shirts. Only natural colored hair is allowed.
On Thursdays, you are allowed to wear college or military shirts, and remember to show your hawk. And don't forget to show your hawk spirit on Fridays. Remember, no pullover hoodies or torn jeans are allowed on campus. We always want to dress for success.
Let's go to Studio 2 with Miss Reese.
Good morning, Hawks. I hope you all are having a wonderful Friday morning. And we hope that you enjoy this 3-day weekend that's coming up. Get a lot of rest and relax so we can be ready to work hard when you come back on Tuesday. Can we put the dress code reminder? Okay, students, so we do want to talk about our dress code and the dress code reminders that are coming up. So our school board on Monday did update the dress code for this school year. Not a lot of changes have been made, but we do want to remind you that coming on Tuesday, we are going to be strictly enforcing all of our dress code. And these are just some of the things that we've been noticing that we want to make sure get taken care of. Of course, the items that I'm talking about does not cover everything in the dress code, but just the biggest ones that we've been noticing right now. So when it comes to the dress code, they do allow frayed jeans. So if you look at item A, that is what a frayed looks like, or at the bottom of the pants on item E. That's what frayed is. So for our code of conduct, you cannot have anything frayed that's above the knee. So if it's frayed at the knee or below, you're good. You're in dress code. And of course, items B and F, you can always wear perfectly beautiful jeans that don't have any frays in them at all. What is not allowed are jeans that actually have holes or the frays are so big that we can see skin. So anything that has frays above the knee, as in item B, would not be allowed because it's above the knee. Item A is closer to just being at the knee, both A and C, but because they're holes, they are not allowed. And the same thing with item D. They're right at the knee, which is great, but since those are holes, they're not going to be allowed. Remember, it's just the frayed, and then if you do have the frayed pants, you do have to have leggings underneath to cover any skin that may be showing. Let's talk about our polos. Those polos have to be a solid color. That means it can only be one color, and our campus, we're allowing gray, maroon, and white. Of course, any color in the district handbook is also allowed, but we want you guys to show your school pride by choosing to wear our school colors. So what that means is it can only be the one color. So you can't have a polo that has a huge design on it, a polo that's striped, that has other things, and definitely, Hawks, t-shirts are not allowed. The only time you can wear a t-shirt would be on Thursday if you're wearing a college or a military shirt that happens to be a t-shirt, or on Friday, any of our Spirit shirts that support Horizon Middle School or Horizon High School, those will be allowed. I do want to let you know that the Spirit shirts are not allowed on Thursday. We have seen and spoken to many of you that are wearing Horizon shirts or other shirts on Thursday, but you can only wear those on Friday. Thursday is for college or military type shirts. Now let's talk about hair color. So natural hair color is allowed. So when I say that, it doesn't have to be your natural hair color, but it has to be a natural hair color. So if you have dark hair like I do and you want to dye your hair a blonde color, you can, because blonde is a natural hair color. But you cannot dye it any of the other crazy colors that are out there. So I do want you to notice kind of on the right hand side, the last two right before you get to the very left hand side, those are natural reds. A natural red is more of like an orangey color. So the natural red is allowed, not the bright or the dark red that we do see. So as you notice, here are colors that are not allowed, whether it is just as a highlight or it's your full hair, it's parts of your hair. Any colored hair other than a natural color is not allowed. So all of those do need to be corrected by Tuesday, and we have been speaking to several students for the past couple of weeks. Now, this one is one that's kind of been shifted a little bit. So on our dress code, they say that only stud type earrings are allowed, and it cannot be bigger than your earlobe. So what you see here will be allowed. If you have any earrings that's dangling, hoops, loops, those will not be allowed at all. They're only allowing the stud type earrings, so it can't be dangling down. And the reason for that is those are safety issues. If you're at PE, you're playing around, or you're in sports, or God forbid there happens to be an incident on campus, it is a lot easier to get those pulled out of your ears and cause an injury than just the stud earrings. And that's why they're not allowed. Also, we do want to remind you that facial piercings are not allowed. So you cannot have any piercings on your face, which includes your nose, your eyebrow, all the different types are not allowed. So Hawks, please remember, we are going to be pushing dress code very hard come Tuesday. Consequences will begin on Tuesday as well. I mean, we've already been calling parents and dealing with situations. but we're not going to be lenient on any of these at all. Teachers, we do want to remind you that dress code violation is a level 1, and so it must be addressed using the 5-step plan. Don't forget to document everything on Skyward. Okay, students, so we are on week 6 of the 9 weeks, so all grades have to be finalized. So anything that you needed to turn in needed to be done as of today. Teachers are going to be working on getting your grades complete. So today was the deadline. I hope everyone has their grades in and have all their assignments turned in. Athletes, we do want to remind you that this is a grade checkpoint. So if you're failing a class, you will be ineligible next week and until we get our 9 weeks grades. But then you need to be passing everything. Athletes, I also want to let you know, if you turn work in on Monday, that does not count for eligibility. Your grade will change to show later on, but it will not count for eligibility. If you do not have all your work in by today and are failing as of today, you will be ineligible. So please make sure you have everything ready and turned in. Students, we have been seeing quite a few of you that are reporting to class late. When that tardy bell rings, you should be in your classroom ready to learn. Not walking in the door, you should already be in there in your seat ready to learn. Teachers, please make sure you are contacting parents and following the 5-step plan for all of these tardies. Don't forget to log that contact in your contact log. Students, it is your responsibility to make sure you are reporting to class on time. Great big shout out to all of our Hawks, especially our 6th and our 8th graders. You guys helped push up our attendance to make sure every single one of you met that, so we met that 96% rule for you guys to have a Hawk dress pass. So good job, Hawks. Let's keep it up. Let's see if we can keep doing it every Friday. Don't forget, cell phones, earbuds, and smartwatches must be turned off and out of sight. If it is seen, heard, or being used, it will be picked up. Our state representatives have passed a new law banning those cell phones at school. And Hawks, as I mentioned on Wednesday, now it does include going to SAC, and continued use of your cell phones could land you at our alternative campus. Hawks, this is a law. It must be turned off. If you have it silenced, it's on. We can take it and you will receive consequences. It has to be completely powered off. You should not have any access to it. We really prefer for you guys to leave these devices at home. But if this is something that you have to have on you to contact your parents before school or after school, you can definitely have them, but they have to be powered off. If you use it during the school day for anything, it will be confiscated and consequences will take place. Hawks, law is starting really roughly on September 1st, so it is going to be harsh moving forward. Make sure you leave them at home. This includes your earbuds, any smartwatches that you have. You cannot have those powered on during the school day. Our campus vision is building resilient achievers as our leaders, and we can reach our vision by following our PBIS Hawk core values. Be responsible, be respectful, be safe, and be present. Students, please make sure that you are being responsible by completing and turning in all of your work, following our dress code expectations and our cafeteria expectations. Never forget that you are loved here at Horizon Middle School. We are happy that you are here each and every day. Someone hasn't told you they love you today, Hawks. I am telling you I love you, and I hope you have a great weekend. The decisions you make today affect you tomorrow, so always make those great decisions. Be proud to be a Hawk because we are proud of you. Have a great day, Hawks. Now let's go back to Studio One with our anchors.
Thank you, Ms. Reese. And this concludes our morning announcements.
Teachers, remember to follow the 5-step plan and please check students for the dress code. That's all for today. Have a great day, Hawks.